The harsh Indian sun glares down on a dusty, bustling street, illuminating the chaos of a local market. Amidst the vibrant commotion, young Subrata Roy, in his early 20s, stands with a worn satchel. His intense gaze scans the faces of shopkeepers, laborers, and families, searching for something beyond the everyday. A vision of a brighter future plays out in his mind, setting him apart from the surrounding struggle. In a cramped office, a flickering bulb casts long, dancing shadows, revealing ledgers and papers on a desk. Subrata Roy, his face etched with determination, hunches over the desk, the air thick with his quiet ambition. He carefully counts a handful of rupees, his meager purse, a flicker of triumph in his eyes. A small, triumphant smile touches his lips as he gazes at the coins, a dream taking root. He places the first brick, a hand-drawn Sahara India Pariwar logo, onto a makeshift wall of ideas. Under the bright sun, a verdant rural village thrives with life, a picture of serene tranquility. Subrata Roy, his face etched with the wisdom of time, walks with an aura of quiet authority among the villagers. Beneath a massive banyan tree, he addresses a gathered crowd, his voice passionate, hands gesturing expressively. Initially, skepticism clouds the villagers' faces, their expressions guarded and wary. As he speaks of his scheme, a flicker of understanding, then hope, ignites in their eyes, transforming their doubt. He promises them opportunity and security, his words weaving a tapestry of a brighter future. The growing Sahara office hums with a symphony of productivity as phones ring and typewriters clatter. Subrata Roy, in a simple yet immaculate shirt, quietly surveys his rapidly expanding team. His gaze falls upon a vast map, meticulously marked with countless dots and connecting lines. Each mark signifies a new branch, a testament to the burgeoning empire taking shape. The nascent empire visibly expands, branch by painstaking branch, across towns and cities. A rapid succession of images flashes, new Sahara offices opening, each grander and more opulent than the last. Subrata Roy, ever present, shakes hands with a farmer, then a small business owner, his smile unwavering. He greets a middle-class couple, his charisma drawing them into his burgeoning empire. Bold, celebratory newspaper headlines proclaim Sahara's relentless expansion, a testament to its growing power. The montage culminates in a sweeping shot of a rapidly rising skyline, a vast empire taking shape before our eyes. Under the unforgiving desert sun, the Sahara headquarters gleams, a magnificent, modern skyscraper piercing the sky. Its architectural grandeur speaks volumes, reflecting the immense scale and power of the company it houses. Subrata Roy, a distinguished figure, stands proudly before this edifice, a testament to his unprecedented success. His presence embodies the triumph and ambition that built this empire from the ground up. Etched prominently on the building's facade, his name, Subrata Roy Sahara, is an indelible mark. It is a permanent testament to his legacy, a silent declaration of his enduring impact. Sunlight streams into a luxury hotel lobby, illuminating polished marble and gleaming brass fixtures, a silent testament to opulence. Impeccably dressed staff move with practiced efficiency, attending to a diverse array of guests with quiet elegance. Subrata Roy, a man of imposing presence, walks through the lobby, his brief, confident nods acknowledging his domain. The intricate details of the decor, from custom carpets to subtle upholstery, bear his insignia, a mark of his vast empire. Every element of the opulent lobby, down to the smallest detail, proclaims Subrata Roy's powerful influence. The Sahara media newsroom buzzes with a symphony of clicking keyboards and hushed, urgent conversations. Television screens on the walls display a kaleidoscope of Sahara-owned channels, a vibrant, constant stream of information. Journalists and producers move with frantic energy, their faces illuminated by the monitor's glow, caught in the news's relentless pace. From his glass-walled office, Subrata Roy surveys the controlled chaos, a subtle, knowing smile playing on his lips. Under the bright sun, a sleek private jet, emblazoned with the Sahara logo, gleams on the airport tarmac. Subrata Roy, impeccably dressed, steps onto the tarmac, his presence commanding. He is accompanied by a small, attentive entourage, their movements precise and synchronized. Roy ascends the jet's stairs, each step a testament to his immense wealth and power. The luxurious aircraft stands as a symbol of his venture into aviation, a grand statement of his empire. The colossal stadium roars with primal energy, a human tide surging under the blaze of floodlights. On the emerald green pitch, athletes adorned with the Sahara logo move with athletic grace, bathed in artificial day. High above the throng, in a lavish VIP box, Subrata Roy surveys the scene, a figure of immense power. Dignitaries flank him, their faces illuminated by the stadium's glow, reflecting his undeniable influence. Subrata Roy, a national figure, basks in the spectacle, embodying his stature and command. Sunlight streams into a lavish, expansive boardroom, illuminating the polished table and an air of immense power. Subrata Roy, a figure of immense authority, commands the head of the long table, his presence dominating the room. Behind him, a large screen flashes dizzying figures and projections, billions in deposits, hundreds of thousands of employees. His executives, a sea of attentive faces, lean forward, reflecting the colossal financial might of Sahara India Pariwar at its zenith. The regulatory office hums with a sterile glow, fluorescent lights casting a harsh pallor over the scene. Towering stacks of documents, miniature mountains of Sahara's fundraising, surround the regulator's desk. His face, stern and unyielding, is a mask of intense concentration, etched with the weight of his task. He pores over the papers, his brow furrowed with a growing concern. A silent battle waged on the page. A red pen in his hand, he marks specific sections with deliberate, decisive strokes. The silence in the room is broken only by the scratch of his pen, a testament to his unyielding resolve. In his opulent Sahara headquarters office, Subrata Roy, impeccably dressed, is engrossed in documents, bathed in soft lamplight. A sharp, intrusive ring shatters the late-night silence, pulling him from his work. He answers, his confident demeanor slowly dissolving into a subtle, almost imperceptible unease as he listens intently. The first whispers of a legal storm manifest, a palpable tension now filling the silent, luxurious room. The courtroom is packed, every seat taken, a suffocating silence hanging heavy in the air. Lawyers argue heatedly, their voices sharp and insistent, cutting through the tense atmosphere. Subrata Roy sits stoically at the defense table, his gaze fixed on the proceedings, listening intently. The air crackles with tension, a palpable weight pressing down on everyone present, almost suffocating. The immense gravity of the situation is etched on Subrata Roy's features, a silent testament to the drama unfolding. The Supreme Court chamber, a bastion of solemnity, is hushed, the air thick with anticipation. A stern-faced judge delivers a ruling, her voice echoing through the high-ceilinged room, each word a hammer blow. This court demands massive refunds to investors and meticulous documentation from Sahara, the judge declares with finality. Subrata Roy's face is grim, a mask of heavy realization as the weight of the judgment settles upon him. His expression, a profound tableau of impact, reveals the crushing force of the court's decree. Newspaper headlines scream, "Sahara assets frozen," a stark declaration of impending doom. A sea of angry faces and waving signs demand justice, a furious tide against a crumbling empire. Legal documents, dense with text, are shuffled with frantic urgency, official seals glinting ominously. A lawyer's hand slams a gavel, the sharp crack echoing the finality of a devastating verdict. The once vibrant empire now appears under siege, its foundations visibly shaken and teetering on the brink. The Sahara office hums with a subdued energy, employees hunched over desks, their movements quiet and tentative. A palpable anxiety hangs in the air, thick and heavy, as several empty desks stand as stark reminders. Subrata Roy walks through the aisles, his usual confident stride now burdened by an uncharacteristic weight. His gaze sweeps over the quiet room, a silent acknowledgement of the palpable tension. Inside a grand, melancholic room, Subrata Roy sits alone, enveloped by the opulent yet hollow surroundings. The lavish decor, once a symbol of success, now feels cold and empty, reflecting his inner turmoil. His gaze is fixed on the window, lost in a silent world of profound thought and immense pressure. The weight of his situation presses down, a crushing burden unseen but deeply felt. The silence in the vast room is not peaceful but deafening, amplifying his solitude. He remains motionless, a figure of profound contemplation amidst the quiet desolation. A frenzied media scrum engulfs the court building, a palpable buzz of anticipation filling the air. Reporters, a hungry pack, thrust microphones forward like weapons, clamoring for information. Subrata Roy, his face etched with weariness, is ushered through the throng by security. The stark contrast between past adulation and current biting scrutiny is painfully clear on his face. He navigates the media storm, a symbol of fallen glory amidst the relentless cameras. In the stark confines of a police vehicle, Subrata Roy, once a titan, now sits in crushing silence. His wrists are bound by cold steel handcuffs, a stark symbol of his dramatic fall from grace. His gaze, distant and unfocused, reflects a soul adrift in the stunning reversal of his fortunes. The once powerful magnate is reduced to a prisoner, a stark consequence of defiance. The weight of his failure to comply with court orders crushes him, a silent, profound despair. In a stark, confined jail cell, the air hangs heavy with an oppressive silence, a stark contrast to a life of luxury. Subrata Roy sits alone on a simple cot, the rough fabric a stark reminder of his diminished world. The vastness of his former power is now cruelly reduced to the confines of these four walls, a haunting solitude. The only sounds are the distant, muffled echoes of the prison, a constant, chilling reminder of his new reality. The once bustling Sahara headquarters now stands desolate, a stark monument to a fallen empire. Fewer lights cast long, eerie shadows across the grand lobby, hinting at a profound, almost deafening silence. The air hangs heavy with the weight of abandonment, a chilling testament to its former glory. The empire, a shadow of its former self, crumbles visibly, its silence speaking volumes. Under a relentless sun, the vast, desolate Sahara stretches endlessly, a canvas of forgotten dreams. An unfinished construction site, a ghost of a once promising project, lies abandoned and overgrown. Rusting machinery, half buried in sand, stands as a stark monument to his business's contraction. Crumbling concrete structures echo the tarnished reputation of a man and his failed ambitions. In a bustling news studio, a poised news anchor delivers her report, her voice steady and serious. Behind her, a large monitor flashes archival images, revealing Subrata Roy as a young, ambitious entrepreneur. The images shift, portraying him as a powerful business magnate, his empire seemingly limitless. Then, a somber figure in legal proceedings, a stark contrast to his earlier glory, his fate hanging in the balance. The news anchor declares, "The legal proceedings surrounding Sahara India Pariwar continue, with the fate of its founder, Subrata Roy, hanging in the balance." She concludes, "Once a titan of industry, his journey has become a stark lesson in the complex interplay of ambition, transparency, and accountability. A cautionary tale, indeed, for us all." The sun dips below the horizon, painting the Indian landscape in fiery hues of orange, purple, and red. Vibrant colors slowly bleed from the sky, transitioning to a more muted, reflective palette. The camera pulls back, revealing the immense scale of the country stretching out under the fading light. The vast expanse of the land hints at countless untold stories. History, an unblinking observer, meticulously records both triumphs and downfalls. The scene ends on a somber, contemplative note as darkness embraces the land.